It's the list charities dread to be on, the watch list of Charity Navigator, a well-known charity watchdog. New reports are claiming the Clinton Foundation attempted to pressure this group into taking them off the list. Joining me now, Ken Berger, who was CEO of Charity Navigator when the decision to put the foundation on the watch list was made. Ken, welcome back to the show. We know you very well. We know your organization very well. Remind our viewers what this watch list is and how you evaluate charities.
The watch list is something that we utilize when there have been concerns raised about what's going on in the charity's operations, something that we think is so serious that we should make donors aware of it because it may affect their decision in terms of whether or not they're going to support an organization.
And when you took a look at the Clinton Foundation, I know you don't do, gumshoe investigation, but when you took a look at it, what did you find? Well,
when it comes to the watch list, we base it upon media reports. We look at what's coming in from different reputable media outlets. So when we saw entries in the Washington Post, Politico, Market Watch, all expressing concerns about things that were going on in the operation and in some of the decisions that were made about funding, we thought that it rose to the level that donors should know about it. Charity Navigator doesn't make a, doesn't make a judgment one way or the other, except to say this is serious and people should at least consider it.
So as I understand what Charity Navigator now does, you've left the organization, although you have ties to it still,
yes,
is you're basically telling people who want to give to charities which are the good charities that use their money wisely and get the most money to help people and those that do not. So by putting the Clinton Foundation on the watch list, what were you saying?
We're saying donors be aware that there are some concerns that have been raised by these media outlets. It has not risen to the level of a donor advisory, which we designate if there's a government investigation or a lawsuit, but it's serious enough that we think that people should know about it.
So the big headline to me, the Clinton Foundation did not like being on your watch list.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Well, this has happened with Charity Navigator on a number of occasions with larger nonprofits that have a national reputation. They want to negotiate. They want us to reconsider. They want to provide us with information so that we might not put it out there.
They were trying to influence you.
Yes.
They were trying to change your opinion.
Yes, absolutely.
And I understand that first they started in a nice way. First they were going to have you speak at the Clinton one of their events, correct?
I've spoken at 2 of their events in the past.
And so then they upped the ante, and now when I read the quotes from the Clinton Foundation acting executive director, they're not very kind. They say that you guys don't have an open book, that you guys aren't sharing information. True?
No, it certainly is not true. If anything, Charity Navigator is very much about openness about everything that it does and the process, and everything that we did when it came to the Clinton Foundation is up there on the website. We had email correspondence with them. I had a phone call with the executive director. So
how did that go?
We did not come to an agreement by the end of the call, but, we are always open. Charity Navigator continues to be open to having those kind of conversations, but, I think, it's understandable an organization has those kind of concerns, but at the end of the day, it's a tough role to play to have to make judgments like that. I can tell you, we get a lot of pressure, but
a lot of pressure, and a lot of pressure from the Clinton Foundation at a time they need to have a spotless record. I just want to show a couple of facts that were published about the Clinton Foundation. In 2013, they spent $9 million on direct aid, but took in more than $140 million in grants and pledges. So as a proportion of spending, does that come anywhere close to what you like to see in a charity?
It's a very unusual kind of structure they have. So Charity Navigator discontinued rating the Clinton Foundation because it seems to be a pass-through. It has galas, and so its financial structure is one that Charity Navigator decided not to render a judgment on. But still, because of these reports, Charity Navigator still wanted to give a watch list entry, even though they would not rate them on their finances.
Ken, thank you for coming on the show. So good to see you. I know you so well, but when I saw that, I was shocked. I appreciate your time.
My pleasure.